Hi guys, welcome back. McKenna here, 1884 Stitchery. It's been a little while and I was gonna do a video before I left for Nashville Needlework Market, but decided, hey, why not just do it when you come back? So that's what I am doing. Today is Thursday, overcast here in Phoenix, Arizona, and I have the house to myself. Hubs is golfing, kids are in school like they should be. It's Erwin and my men. Let's just talk briefly about market. So this is the second year that I have attended market, which takes place in Franklin, Tennessee. I go and help my friend Arlene Cohen. She works by ABC, so go and check out her designs from market, 4 of which sold out. So you can either order her designs that are carried by Hoffman, or give it about 30 days and then you can order from her directly, which that's what I'm a big opponent for, is buying directly from the designer if they have a website or an Etsy store, so then they get the full amount of sales. So yeah, it was great seeing her and seeing friends and networking, and the majority of the people I spoke with, we haven't seen each other for a year, because that's the only time we met last year at market. And is that the husband? What is he doing home? Oh shit. So yeah, it was just great to catch up with everyone and see so many fantastic designs. I purchased a handful of charts, which I'm going to show you guys now. When I'm showing you this video, or you're watching this, not guaranteed what I show is still in stock. I've already had a few sellouts of a few charts that I brought back from Nashville that I've already put up on 1884. So those are gone, but I will show you what I have in stock as of right now. Also purchased some amazing fabric from 2 new dyers. Well, 2 dyers, one of which is brand new to me, yet it's been out on the market for maybe a number of months. So I brought back a good little sampling, so I'll show you guys that too. But let's start off with what charts are available as of right now on 1884 Stitchery. Now, I do not have a tab that says, Nashville releases or anything like that. If you go to all products, I've also added a huge selection of fabrics yesterday. It was like Fabric Palooza. I don't know what got into me, but it was like, list all the fabrics. So picture this plus and Ada, Lugana, some linens. If you scroll past all of that and you click on all products up at the top, once you start seeing the charts, those are the Nashville ones. And I even have it in the description, Nashville Needle Market, if they were exclusives or what. So Lucy Beam, Immortal, buying cross stitch like I'm immortal. Yes. Also Halloween Angel. This is also from Lucy Beam. Super cute. This was a no-brainer. Open if you dare. And the model was super adorable. It's finished on a box that opens up, and then you get this other chart here for scissor fob But yeah, it's super fun piece. And also from Lucy Beam, Merry Halloween. I love that board that it is finished on. Okay. Oh, another, and the last design from Lucy Beam. I will poke you. Barbie over at Pedal Pusher. I purchased Victorian samplings, so you get 3 charts in one, and I absolutely fell in love with this piece here. I think something about the floral basket, which I'm stitching on my A Female Worth piece, and then the butterflies, and just like a lot of like open space on that. I think it's just gorgeous. Running with Needles and Sisters. Running with Needle and Scissors, my little sampler. I had brought back a few copies of Beloved, the 2 birds, and those flew out the door super quick. Isabella Lee. I love the little angels. My girl Tracy, Hands to Work. This is Lovely Day. I also have Sheltered from the Cold, and I did not realize this until I brought back. So Arlene and I kind of took turns, you know, taking a break from the room when it was slow lunchtime. You know, she would go out and hit up the stores or check out shops that she wanted to. When I went out, I would go and do, you know, maybe a floor. And so when I came back with stuff that I had purchased, you know, I would do like a show and tell. And she freaking spotted this. I didn't. So Sheltered from the Cold has 1884 stitched on it. Colorful Sampler by Mary Ann Cowland was stitched in 1884. And so a little bit of a background on the sampler is included. One Warm Thought. Love the colors. I think the colors on that are really, really stunning. From Lori, La-Di-Da, And They Were Not Ashamed. This is exclusive, which again, not into alphabets. Don't want to stitch it, then I think just stitching that upper portion is really, really stunning. And then also got Needlebook. So you get both of these designs in this chart, in this pamphlet. I love, oh God, I don't know which one I like more. I'm not sure, maybe this top one. So it's actually finished on a Hobby Lobby box. All the information is in the chart. So this is stitched and then finished on the inside of the Hobby Lobby box. And on top of the Hobby Lobby box, you Mod Podge these here. So you cut them out and it'll fit perfectly on the lid of the boxes. So that is included. So Autumn Rose Needlebook and Summer Stitcher Needlebook. Little Robin Designs. This is AT 1797. Absolutely gorgeous in person. The colors. Love this little motif here. And then like this parrot, if it's a parrot, in the tree. Whole page of information on the piece. Stitchy Pros, my girlfriend Holly, I brought back a number of her charts, and these are the only two that I still have remaining. So, A Stitcher's Wish, absolutely adorable. It reads, Starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might, cross all of my exes right so I don't have to frog tonight. And the other one, I'm losing my pile here, is the Honey Craftsman Sampler. The colors are just absolutely stunning. So alphabet up at the top, and then down at the bottom it reads, busy bees bustling, to each a fragrant flower, small honey craftsman. And I love that the background is these honeycombs, and some of them are filled in, but some are not, which I think makes it really, really interesting. So yeah. So if you saw anything there that you liked, hop on over and pick those up. All right, let's talk fabric. So I have not heard of, too new to me, Grace Notes fabric. Absolutely wonderful people that run that company. Colors are fantastic. They had brought 3 colors for Nashville exclusives, and then they had brought a sampling of all their other colors that they do as of right now. Ooh, talk about like fabric sampling of color porn. It was just amazing. The colors that they dye, the tones that they get. Obviously, when you dye on a linen to an Aida to a Lugana, it all kind of takes the dye differently. So it was amazing seeing these swatches of color and having all 3 so you could see how a particular color takes. So I absolutely fell in love with, let's see, that is not 2 of the 3 colors. And I definitely want to add more Grace Notes fabrics to 1884. So I wanted to buy a small amount and have them available so you guys could try them out. This is Reese. It's a linen 28 count. And it's this amazing gray modeled, but not over the top modeled, because some modeling can be like in your face, detracts way too much from the stitched piece. But I think this is like the perfect complementary modeling to whatever you decide to stitch on. So this is Reese, and then I also have it in a 32 count. So yeah, absolutely gorgeous. And they were selling them in full yards, and I decided to make them fat quarters. So then you have a large enough piece if you decide to do a Mira or do, you know, a bunch of little smalls or something, or divide it in half and give some to your friend. The other color is Molly, available in 32 or 28 count. It is a creamy mottled. I would say you're looking for that perfect, and you can see there are some dark sections. If you are looking for a fantastic neutral lighter shade for any of those amazing samplers out there, especially from 1884, yes. I think this would complement anything, really have the colors pop. The first sampler that definitely came to mind is the Ann Perry sampler that I just released. I think would be really, really amazing. But I've also released another piece called Mary Swan, which I will be showing, and I think would be a stunner on this Molly. But again, I've already made some count notes, as in people want to see some, you know, 36 and 40, some Ada from Grace Notes. So yeah, shoot me a message if you are wanting to try a particular count or a specific color, so I can kind of gauge what you guys would be interested in seeing from Grace Notes. Lap-in loops. I have heard of lap-in loops, and finally put it together that Lap-in Loops is run by Megan, who is Lucy Beam, Rebecca Nolan's daughter. Oh, we had so much fun when I went in and visited them. Stunning colors, absolutely stunning. I would have easily taken a little bit of every single color, but what I packed and the charts that I bought and the fabric, perfect amount for me to get it all in my suitcase and bring it home. So again, have a list going of fabrics that I want to also add to 1884 from Lap-in Loops. So again, what do I recording this on Thursday. I got home Monday afternoon, and Monday I was already putting up charts. Fabric I put up on Tuesday. So fabric-wise, I have limited amounts of what's left as of the recording of this video. Grandpa's Shop Rag I have in 40 and this 28 count. Amazing. Just stunning modeled work. Monochromatic piece. A solidly stitched piece, you know, if it's a skull or something, how that would just absolutely pop off this fabric. So Grandpa's Shop Rag. Similar, but a little lighter is Wolfman, and I have that in 40. So Grandpa's Shop Rag has sort of more of some dark spots, whereas Wolfman has these lighter sort of areas. Beautiful, just really, really beautiful. Mudder's Milk, my favorite. Yes. If you caught my live IG the other day, I called it Baby Diarrhea, and I am holding a piece aside for myself. I'm going to be saving a piece of 40 count, and I need to do something on it. So it's a mustardy, it's a mustard. I think it's if you are looking for a true mustard with some, you know, great modeling, Mudder's Milk. So I have 40 count and 28. Absolute stunning, stunning, stunning. So those are the charts I brought back from market. Little sampling of fabric that I brought back. And I know I had notes. I made notes probably under the pile. Here it is. All right, let's talk. My last video, Sarah, you were inquiring about the sampler that was on my wall right here. So this is, oh God, Elizabeth Sheffield. Is this Scarlet Letter? If you type in Elizabeth Sheffield, Sheffield, cross stitch or sampler, it'll come up and you will see. I did not stitch this. I did frame it. This stitched piece came from a stitcher's stash that I took over. It was included in the stuff, rolled up, and it's absolutely beautiful. So I got it framed up in this amazing dark teal frame to really have the colors come to life. So yeah, beautiful piece though. There is, just to give you a heads up, there is over one, which are the animals, the trees, the words, the people, the row of flowers. So it's a combination. Who's calling me? I don't know. Leave a message. So yeah, Elizabeth Sheffield. On the wall here, I have, I'll just show you, a 3M hook. So I can easily enough switch out whatever piece I want hanging. So right now this is Remember Me from Blackbird Designs. If I can get it back on. So I kind of like the idea of being able to switch around whatever piece I have here while stitching. So yeah, so now because I have this sitting here, I need to figure out where I'm going to put this, which I need to do an office tour. I definitely have been wanting to do that. Oh, look at all my buddies. Let's talk about my buddies for a second. So since my last video, they're now dubbed my HR department. And I've added these two. Now, these two here are my latest employees of my HR department. No names yet. Not sure on origin. They came from a bone guy. Yes, I have a bone guy. Actually, I have like 2 or 3 bone guys. Bone dealers, actually, I call them. So they both came from the same collection that Beauregard is from. So I like to think I'm just reuniting friends, right? Beauregard is 17th or 18th century, and possibly that these guys are the same age. Geriatric skull. He has 1 tooth. Pictures are on Stitching and Sequins if you want to see up close pictures. This guy does not have his mandible, so his lower jaw. So he's just considered an upper, and I have him on like a wooden display. I love him. My HR department. Okay, who am I watching? Lauren, New Hampshire Stitcher, fabulous. She finishes stuff, great variety, super sweet, super cute. Lauren. Sweetwater Stitcher, Jessica. Again, amazing work and soothing to listen to, and I'll pop her on while I'm doing stuff in here, and I feel like sometimes Lauren and Jessica are like sitting on my desk telling me about their stitching, and I want to respond with comments, and then I realize this is just a video. So I will link Lauren and Jessica down below in my description box, so go and check them out if you have not already. Oh, what else did I buy from Market? Not stitching related whatsoever. However, they do come from a Stitcher. So, pretty sure Kathy Barrick does not watch my videos. I like to think we're friends. She's a cool friend to be friends with. Last year at Market, I bought amazing earrings from her. And I thought, I got to keep it going. I got to buy jewelry from her. Fingers crossed that she was bringing some. Sure enough, she didn't let me down. Amazing pieces, one of a kind. I know she'll show pieces available on her Instagram, and I think she also puts them up on her Etsy shop, or she has her own specific Etsy shop for her jewelry. Amazing work, one-of-a-kind pieces. The pieces that she uses are from auctions or overseas, and very eclectic, but stunning. The way she displays is spot on with these old photographs, and she's wearing some earrings. Look at this. So yeah, vintage photograph, which I do have my last year's one in my cabinet, and this gal will be going to. So the stone is, I want to say it's not hematite, but watch, it probably is. It's this dark stone, great faceting cut work on it, so you just get the shine back. And I love that they're not perfectly the same. The lengths are slightly different, but once you're wearing them, you're not going to tell. The chain, what is holding the stone, is a snake head. Ugh. Just amazing. Super, super fun. So, yeah. Had to buy those. And then this piece was absolutely made for me. Pretty sure no one else would have purchased this because of one of the materials. Because of what this necklace is made from. You guys know I'm weird. That's fine. Put me in the weird, morbid, creepy category. I gotta get close on this one. So love the look of it off the bat. This sort of half and half necklace. So let's start over here. These are Baroque pearls with smoky quartz. Again, the faceting on these is just absolutely, let's see here, absolutely amazing. And I love Baroque pearls because they are not perfect. They are off-shaped. So yeah. The pendant here, she had purchased in a lot, and they were, oh, wants to focus there. They were part of a door-to-door salesman's board. So she included that. Now this piece here is actually a bracelet, and I know them to be bracelets. I've always wanted one. You're like, McKenna, what the hell are you talking about? This is Victorian mourning jewelry made out of hair. I know I already lost some of you guys. It's all good. So, really, really popular during Victorian period. When a loved one would die, you would take some of their hair and have it made into a bracelet, and it was a memento mori, a piece where you would always have them with you. The locks of hair have also been seen in little pendants. This one is not. This is just dried flowers. But I've seen them as bracelets, in little pendants, and the hair is in a flower sort of design, brooches. But I absolutely love how this was made into a necklace. Freaking genius, Kathy. So yeah, so this whole part here, and then obviously the little decorative clasp thing, and then the rest of the band, the rest is all human hair. So you can see that it was twisted into one way, and then it stops, and the hair is then braided or woven into a different way. So yeah, amazing. Had to buy it, because God knows no one else would appreciate Victorian morning hair jewelry. Came home and showed Joe and the boys charts and fabric, and then showed him the jewelry, and they weren't surprised. Which kind of, Joe actually thought it was pretty cool. He's like, well, now you can add dead people hair to your list of things you collect. And I said, well, I've always wanted a mourning piece of jewelry, and didn't see anything that had caught my eye. But when I saw that one, so I don't shock them anymore. Now I really gotta up the ante. Okay. Since the last time you guys saw me, I have released 3 new designs. And I'm not really sure which one I love the most. So let's talk Macintosh samplers. You guys know I purchased Macintosh samplers a few years ago, and I'm redoing the whole entire collection of samplers that are in the catalog. This is how the charts are, and they open up to, you know, the humongous road maps. The symbols are small, the instructions need to be updated, it just needs a whole entire facelift. So to go through the process with you guys really quickly. So when I decided that I wanted to bring back the Mary Stuart sampler, I grab a copy of said chart, UPS, and I sit down with my software, charting cross-stitch software. I input the DMC colors, which are not many on this one, maybe 10, 12, and I give them the same symbol that is in the chart. So DMC 300, I label with a black square. DMC 301, I label with an asterisk, and you can pick all kinds of different symbols, right? So I get them, or use the same exact ones that were on the original chart, because I am sitting and clicking every single symbol by hand into the software. So, for example, I'm deciding to start with the X, okay? DMC 356. It's part of the border. So I start in the corner and figure out which way I'm going to go. And I say, okay, there are 3 X's there. 1, 2, 3. Click with my mouse on the software, which is like a huge sheet of like digital graph paper, right? Then I say, okay, now I need to go diagonal 2 X stitches. Click, click. All right, now I need to go over 3 X's. Click, click, click. For the whole thing. That is the only way to update these charts in such a way that I can make, when I print them out and send them to you guys, the symbols are much more legible. They are no longer a handwritten chart, which Macintosh samplers are not handwritten, but I have reproduced handwritten charts. So you can't, there's no way to just scan this in, do a printout, and be done with it. Because I do change the whole front of the piece. I mean, I change it all up. So therefore, you know, I can print out much larger, all of that. And then I can make a PDF available. So those that work off iPads or my international customers, and you guys can get it instantly, the charting software then lets me convert it into a PDF. So that is the process that I am doing and have done for all of the Macintosh sampler charts that I have released and will be releasing in the future. That is my process. I do all of that by myself. I do not outsource that or have somebody else do it, but I do have Arlene help me convert it into a PDF, make it look all nice and pretty. So yeah, I do not use the same photograph for here because when I purchased Macintosh samplers, I drove to Dodge City, Kansas to meet the owner so I could pick up all 20-some stitched models, and these all hang on my hallway. So I take this outside on a semi-overcast day. That's the best way to take photos instead of, like, you know, bright sun. And I photograph it, and that's the photo you see on the new and improved. So, Maggie Stewart. I love the colorful lettering up at the top. It is also in the description box. I write the stitch count, the DMC colors used, and what stitches are used. That is because if you are getting the paper copy, you can pull those DMCs. You can see what the stitch count is to pull the right size fabric. And then it also gives you a heads up in case, you know, you were strictly a straight up cross stitch stitcher and you don't want anything with specialty stitches, but the specialty stitches can be just converted to regular X's. So this piece is the large alphabet at the top of the sampler, and the band between the two lines of the alphabet are stitched in Algerian eye. Guess what? You don't want to stitch Algerian eye? That's fine. You can just stitch good old cross stitches. And you won't hurt my feelings at all. But love the colors that are used in this piece. The little vase flower motifs. You guys, a lot of you guys are suckers for houses, so there you go. So yeah, that is Maggie Stewart, aged 12 years. All right, next up is a heart sampler. I released this a few days before Valentine's Day, and this is from Merrily Beans. So here is the original A Heart sampler, and again, what I am doing with all Merrily Beams charts that I have re-released and will be re-releasing is the same process. Sitting down and hand charting on the software every single stitch. So this is now this. Obviously I don't have the models for any of these pieces, so I have a really great scanner and I scan the photo and able to, you know, increase it a little bit and make the symbols, which this is just a one-page thing, so small symbols, and now they are much, much larger. DMC list and an alphabet so you can customize it. Now, the last time that you guys have I've done a video, I am happy to report I am the new owner of Merrily Beams charts. So I purchased the complete catalog, complete copyright from Merrily, and so I am super, super excited to be able to bring more designs to you guys. Her designs are just absolutely timeless and classic, and I think with, you know, all the fantastic fabrics and threads that are out there, you can really, you know, breathe new life into them. So yeah, a heart sampler. And they will still be under the name Merrily Beams. I won't be changing that at all. I'm keeping the name because that's what people know them as, just like Macintosh samplers. Now on Macintosh, I do have a Macintosh samplers presented by 1884 Stitchery. So yeah, so Merrily Beams. I have a couple new design. I have a couple designs ready to be released of Female Worth. And again, since the last time you guys saw me, I have also purchased the full catalog, copyright, everything of Female Worth. So yeah, January, February were a busy year for purchasing those two companies, which again, I am absolutely honored to keep these designs going and get them out to new stitchers and old stitchers and bring these, you know, great designs back. So yes, of Female Worth. So purchasing those two, I am now owner of 5 design companies in 4 short years. So Merrily Beams I own, of Female Worth, Our Latte Studio, Hillside Samplings, and where are my business cards? I made business cards with all the names. I know you guys are probably yelling at me, you own blah blah. Oh, Macintosh Samplers. So yeah, super excited, and I hope to add a couple more this year, so be on the lookout. My third and final release, which you guys absolutely loved, and I got the go-ahead from the museum, which I am totally blanking on right now, but it is home to Mary Swan 1793. Look at this beauty. So this is an image of the original, but if you go on to 1884 Instagram page, I have a picture of once I was all done charting it out on the software, I zoomed out and took a picture of it with the colors so you guys could see, because obviously trying to get the colors off the original, but then seeing them sort of like a computer mock-up, the colors are just absolutely fantastic. So 157 by 220, all DMC, paper, PDF. Yeah, this on some Molly from Grace Notes. Fantastic. You guys go cuckoo bananas crazy for So Pretty pins, and my girlfriend Sue could not be any more thrilled. Make sure you go follow So Pretty Pins, and I will be getting a new shipment of So Pretty pins mid-March, so a few weeks. The best way to know when they will be available is to follow my 1884 IG account, or if you have Facebook, on there. I will be posting a release date and time, so then you guys can set your alarms, close yourself in the bathroom, lock it, go somewhere, and purchase her pin sets. I will have more tomatoes coming in both the clay hand-rolled ones and the felt, plus amazing spring pin sets. You guys need to go follow her so you can see what genius from Sue in her basement with her dog's help. It's great. So what do I have, though, of So Pretty pins currently in stock? And once these are gone, they are gone. Now, these are Christmas themed, Hanukkah themed. Cannot guarantee, though, when that comes around later this year, that you can get these same exact ones. She sources a lot of her charms from overseas, and she'll buy the whole entire lot. And once those beads are made, that's it. No more. So Christmas Joy Evergreen, Tree Lights Gold. Again, amazing packaging. If you click on any of these and you read in the description, we'll give you full detail on her whole process behind them. She seals everything. They're not going to rust or discolor or tarnish or any of that. And then the last set I have is Peace, Love, and Lights. Absolutely fantastic. So, again, any of those interest you, go on over. What have I been stitching? Not a whole lot. And I definitely got the bug when I was at Nashville wanting to pick up my needle again. But what I am stitching is for a gift for someone. Don't know who that someone is because I'm just going to say it. This is going to be my piece I am working on for Stitchnanigans Retreat the end of next month. Still a couple spots available, so if you're interested, go over to 1884 Stitchery, click on the exclusives tab up at the top, and in the description there is all the information. It is being held at the JW Marriott Resort and Casino in Las Vegas. Be going to Stitcher's Paradise, and I'm going to have a pop-up shop. I'm going to have charts that attendees will get first dibs on. before I have them released to all of my customers. Joe's coming. The boys are coming to help me out. It's going to be a fantastic time. I want us to all go play bingo. All sorts of great stuff. So I am doing a exchange piece, or yeah, an exchange. Everyone stitches, you know, whatever they want, whatever size, finish it, wrap it up, and you get a raffle ticket if you participate. I pull your number, you get to go up and pick a item off the table. Obviously, you don't know what's in the bag because it's wrapped up. And so my piece, I'm stitching Pine Berry Lane, a sprig of holly. I won't show you what I'll show you what I'm stitching on, but I'm not going to show you what it's a part of. So I'm stitching it on this wooden piece of wood that has holes in it that may or may not go to something else. So just a tiny little start. But it's been fun stitching on it because it's not fabric. It's not, you know, perforated paper. It's not the typical medium, so to say. I have not touched my, let me pull it up here, Elizabeth Pyle piece. This is from A Female Worth. I have not touched this in a hot minute. Okay, maybe I've put in like a few stitches with the flowers, but that is where I am still at. And I think this piece is absolutely stunning. So I do want to get this finished and framed for Vegas and bring, because I think obviously photos never do a piece justice. I think you really have to see the piece stitched in person to really be able to fall in love with the piece and say, yes, I want to buy it and stitch it. That is it. Is it 3 o'clock here? No, I don't know what time it is. I just know 3 o'clock is boys get home. So yeah, that is it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Support of 1884 Stitchery as always. Any info that I talked about will be linked down below. Questions, comments, put down below. Feel free to ask whatever. If you have any questions, you can contact me on my website. I'll put my email address down below as well. And I will see you guys soon. Thank you so much.